doing well, keeping safe and warm, especially in this bad weather out there. Last night was really bad, the wind, so I hope you're all keeping safe and make sure you're doing a special thank you to Winston and Rebecca who left a comment on the last video. I really appreciate that because it just shows that we're progressing on this video, on this channel, and the more the comments, it really appreciate it. It helps. Some cupcakes, so today carrot and cinnamon cupcakes. So the ingredients we're going to use is some vegetable oil, vanilla extract, nutmeg, cinnamon, 4 or 5 carrots, baking powder, baking soda, salt and sugar. So first of all, what we'll do, we're going to grate the carrots. So we're going to do 4 to 5 large carrots and grate them. So wash your hands first, get hands nice and clean. So as I said, the importance is to estimate the thickness of the carrots. So I don't want the threads too short or too long. So I'm going for this kind of size. So again, just watch your fingers to get trapped. Things like this can be very dangerous on your fingers. So this will take a bit of time. 4 or 5 carrots, depending on how sharp your grater is. It's blunt like this one, so it's going to take years of. Right, as you see, I've finished grated 4 or 5 carrots now, so I'll put that to one side. But what I would say is the oven, I'll make sure the oven is preheated, so it's to 180 centigrade. It's preheated, so at least when I've got the mixture done, put into the cupcake trays, then they'll be ready to put into the oven. So the shredded carrots will now put to one side. And then we'll get a bowl, and then we're going to add the flour, 275 grams of flour, plain. And the cinnamon, I'm going to put 2 to 3 teaspoons, so I'll put 2 teaspoons. Again, it's up to you. If you want to put a 1/3 teaspoon, that's pretty your choice. So that's 1. That was 2. I'll put that back in the cupboard now. Finish for that. So baking powder, ½ teaspoon of baking powder. You can see there, ½ teaspoon. That's for the mixture, the dry ingredients. And then the baking soda. I just want to say I almost slipped up there. So as I just said, ½ teaspoon of baking powder, when in fact it should be 2 tablespoons of baking powder. The baking soda should be ½ teaspoon. So again, we've corrected ourselves. Again, half there. So that's the baking powder. Then the nutmeg. We're now going to grate the nutmeg. So I'll just get the grater. There we are. So just half a teaspoon. Again, half a teaspoon. Again, just watch your fingers. Get your fingers hurt. See there, half a teaspoon. That's a nutmeg. In the bin. So nutmeg finished. Right, for the dry ingredients, make sure that's done now. So I'll put that one side. Then the wet ingredients are going to get mixed up now. So I'm going to get a bowl out. One bowl. But before you start with the mixers, make sure we clean up nice. Clean up. Right, so now I'm going to add in the 145 grams of brown sugar into the mixing bowl. And then we're going to add 2 eggs. Like that. Excess in the bin. Back in there. Now we're going to whisk up the egg and the sugar. So we're going to now whisk up until it gets a nice creamy fluffy texture. That's done there. So now we're going to add in the vanilla. So vanilla we're going to add in 1 tablespoon. Just get ourselves a clean spoon. Right, that's the 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, or even if you want, you can use a butter. It's whatever cheese you want. So butter, use 275 grams of butter, but I'm going to use a vegetable oil, so 1.5 cup. Right, that's 1 cup. Then 1/2 cup. Right, cheers, that's your 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. Now we'll do a pinch of salt. Again, just wash your hands. It's always important to wash your hands, get your hands clean, hygiene. So again, just a pinch. Salt. Oh, that's it. And now we're going to put in the shredded carrots we did earlier. So let's get ourselves a spoon. Let's get this. Making sure I've got everything out of the tub, every bits and bats out, have nothing wasted here, make sure we use everything. Right, so got vegetable oil, the carrots there, we're going to add that to the moist mixture, but dry mixture we're going to split into 2 parts, so I'll split in half. I'll explain why we're doing that, because I want to put in half the dosage into the mixture first. I'm going to stir around and get rid of all the dry flour, and then we'll add in the second part. Again, just get a stir. Right guys, so that's the first part of the mixture put in. So you see all the dry mixture flour, that's all evaporated, so liquid. So I'm going to put in the second part of the dry ingredients. And then again, just give it a stir. Just making sure the liquid part evaporates the powdery part. Right guys, so to me that's done now, so it's the right texture, it's not too thick, it's not too watery, that's just perfect that. So now I'll get the baking tray. And we'll pour in the mixture. So I've got a tray at 12 here. So I'm guessing more like here there could be a lot more than 12 here, so I've got the excess mixture. Like in our first video we did the muffins, we had the extra, so I was able to do 7, 8 extra muffins. So I'll just pour this into the cases now. So let's get a big spoon. About 3/4 full max, that should be fine. And nothing above that. because as you know, it's going to raise, the cupcakes will raise when they're baking, so leave a bit of space at the top. It can be a bit messy job this, so you gotta be careful. So like I said before, you've gone for excess mixture, which you've got there. So this is probably about another 3 to 4 extra muffins. So like I said, once these are done and baked, I'll put another 4 or 5 cases in there. So I get more cupcakes out of this, which is a good thing. Right, so now I'm gonna get oven gloves. So like I said before, it's 180 centigrades temperatures, which is pre-cooked, pre-oven. No, so it's 180. Get on the top shelf, make sure it's not too close to the top, leaving enough gap allowance. So at the middle of the tray. So we'll leave it in for 45 minutes. They should be done there. I say just check, it gets 45 minutes, just check on it, see how it's doing. So in 45 minutes we'll have a check, see how we're progressing. The cupcakes out of the oven now, so just got oven gloves, let's see what we have. There we are, that's what we have so far. So now we'll get a knife. I'm going to test these muffins. So make sure you've got a clean knife, and then just prick it like that and test it there. So there's no wet moist there, nice and dry, perfect. So what we'll do, we'll test one. We'll take it out of the tray and then we'll test one. So this is what one looks like. There, nice cupcake, nice texture, nice colour as well. Perfect colour. So I'll just get a piece out here. See the texture there? It's beautiful, that. Nice. So you can really taste the flavours in that. Not too strong, but enough flavours in your palate. This is really nice. So these are done now. So onto one side. Right, I think that this is finished now. They're baked nicely. So like I said, the mixture I have here, excess, I'll do some more later on. I mean, I'm guessing probably about another 5-6 muffins at least here. So let them cool off, get them about another 10 to 15 minute cooling off, and should get the real taste of them. So I think this is takes a wrap now, end of the video. So thank you very much for watching me, and thank you for all the support you give me. So I see the like, comment, share, subscribe. So until next time, take care, bye bye.